are open.
For January.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Welcome,
January what? 21? 24?
24th.
24.
And I know someone's gonna dick around. I swear to God. Oh my God, I got a month to register, and I'll get all distracted. Oh, the Wiggles are in town. Next thing you
The
know,
Wiggles.
swear to fucking God, I've heard it all. But little Jimmy had to go see the Wiggles, and I forgot to click the. Anyway, welcome to another exciting. Oh,
Episode of Feel It Real Fun.
look at
How
that
you
woman.
doing? On our 23rd, is it?
23rd.
Yes.
That's right.
23rd of
Tomorrow's
December,
Christmas Eve here.
2021. And it's,
Oh, look, we just lost
what's
one.
it called?
See ya.
Oh, really?
Maya. Whoa.
The
Boom.
Virgin Birth.
Don't
Is
worry
that the
about that.
title of the show?
No, this is how we got the notes.
What's the title?
We don't know what the title
Split
is.
second manifesting or something.
Speedy manifesting. It's
Yeah,
something.
something like that.
Anyway.
Okay.
Galaxy, y'all.
Yeah,
I'll be getting our video up
Galaxy.
soon.
So go to freeneville.com.
221 pseudo.
Join
Darina, welcome.
221 email list and get a pseudo random email every single day until
one of
you
you
or
dies.
Tommy dies.
Someone asked me, how do I do it? You put your name in the box, put your email in the box, you
It's
hit
not
the button.
that hard.
Then when the confirmation email shows up, you click the link. Right?
Done.
Yeah, easier than
Done
porn.
and dusted. Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Ron from Delaware is here.
Hello,
Yo.
hello, Ron.
Otherwise known as Ronald from Delaware.
Ronald. Hello, Ronald.
Paul's here too, yo, buddy.
Hello, Paul.
Triple D.
Yeah, manifestingmasterycourse.com. Cheap ass cup of coffee, half a donut.
Guess who reached out to me yesterday?
Who?
Rob Begg.
Oh,
He just said,
what's
been
it
thinking
costing
about you.
you
Yeah, Rob
to
says.
not do it?
Rob
That's
says,
what Rob
yeah,
says.
keep telling them that. And I said,
Yeah.
they don't get it, man. Like they're all worried. Like, oh, I'm gonna miss out on all my time on Reddit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
MM Luke from Maine. That's right, Luke. I am your father.
That's right. Okay.
All right, so today we're going to talk about the two births, right? We're going to talk about celebrating the two births. But before we get to the two births,
We'd certainly celebrate a virgin birth. God,
oh,
that's pretty amazing.
Well, you know what? This is going to kill all the.
Kill.
Well, I'm not allowed to say it on Facebook, right?
Excuses.
Right. This is going to eliminate
Yes.
all those. What do we call them? Yawn is at the gym. Yo, buddy. This is going to eliminate all those things where you go, well, but first.
But. There's those
Or,
buts.
well, but my kind of people,
Oh, that's
we've always
what the
struggled with.
That was the but.
No. And we're going to talk about flying by the seat of your pants.
Oh,
Because Victoria's into that.
Yeah, because 20 said that's what the show was about. So then I forgot that it was about that. Then I heard but. Yeah, the seat of your pants, because that's where your butt lives. And I suddenly thought, oh, maybe that's how. But yeah, maybe not.
You'll find out.
Okay, so I read the quote?
Yep.
Okay. So.
Oh my God, YouTube just said live watch now, 2020.
Oh,
and
so they'll all start
Neville
arriving
Goddard split second manifesting and celebrating the virgin birth.
That's the title of today's show.
All right.
And now we're going to read Neville's quote.
All right.
Apply this principle and you will know what it is to prove me and see. The story of Mary is the story of every man. Mary was not a woman, giving birth in some miraculous way to one called Jesus.
Okay, let's pause. First sentence.
So what do you mean Mary wasn't?
No, that's not. We're not even going there yet.
All right.
First sentence. Those first couple words.
Apply this principle.
All right. Apply this principle does not mean argue with me, right? Yeah, like when people argue with me, and it's like, well, what about vision boards? What about my family karmic family, my family little karmic dogma crap? What about like all this stuff? And it's like
the subconscious, unconscious.
The subconscious, unconscious. Yeah. And I say,
Yeah.
wow. Neville begins with apply this principle, right? It's not argue against Mr. 2020. It's not about spend hours on Reddit. You'll notice what do we do right in every little Manifesting Mastery course lesson? We apply the principle, we apply the principle, we apply the principle, we apply the principle. We don't say, go to the store, seek out the cheapest sticky tape. That's sticky on both sides. It's like, yeah. How many stories got to go to for that? Anyway, continue, Victoria.
Okay. Mary is the awareness of being that ever remains virgin, no matter how many desires it gives birth to. Right now, look upon yourself as this Virgin Mary, being impregnated by yourself through the medium of desire, becoming one with your desire to the point of embodying or giving birth to your desire.
Alrighty.
So I never knew that.
Well, you do now. And she's flying by the seat of her pants.
There you go.
Ready?
Yes.
By the way, smash the like button, the thumbs up
Yeah,
thing.
we've got a
right?
few that. Well,
Yeah, we may or may not get to all that.
Okay.
It really don't matter. But ready? So, your awareness of being as God, right? Notice how that fits in. That will just set it a slightly different way, right? What do you do the moment you feel desire? You surrender to its assumption, right? Yeah, you don't go, we'll make out in 4 hours. We'll schedule it in, right? It's like, you feel the desire, you jump in the, right? Now, here's the cool thing. You notice it's the virgin birth. It's the virgin birth. It's the virgin birth. It's not the historical patriarchal lineage from way back, way at the beginning. Of course, they give that to you in the Bible. But they say, hey, guess what? We show you all the lineage of Mary. We show you the lineage of Joseph. It doesn't matter. What matters is the virgin birth, right? So it's not like, Mr. 20, you wouldn't understand what it's like to grow up on welfare. Yes, I would. You wouldn't understand what it's like to be sickly. Yes, I would.
yeah, got
right?
you. And also, it's like, because what I love, because I never knew that or realised this.
You didn't pay attention during last year's show.
Maybe not, but because Mary is giving birth to something that's virgin for her, new
exactly.
to her.
Yes.
How many questions do we get? Can I imagine what it's like to be married if I've only ever been single, or all of those things?
Yep, one sip of
Mary gives birth, is the virgin birth. It's like, yeah.
She steals my thunder
She
yet
did
again.
Yeah.
That Victoria.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
I get
fine.
that. I just suddenly thought, oh, wow.
You can steal my thunder, but I'm always lightning.
I'll listen to him.
Oh, look at him.
Always lightning.
Always lightning.
Okay.
All right.
Very nice.
So let's talk about the two births. Yo, Ann, nice to see you. Boom. All these Triple D and MM kids are here. I just love that.
Yeah.
I like that y'all followed us from the farce book to here.
Fast.
So let's talk about two births. Ready? This is just something to really factor in. How do you know? How do you know when you've nailed something? You know, when you give birth, you give birth. Now,
I think you know.
Yeah,
I mean, I haven't.
I haven't
I
either.
I decided not
but I
to
had a
this
cat
life.
that did, right?
You had what? A cat that did.
Right. So I guess that counts, right? Yeah.
I've seen births,
Yeah.
and I can tell you, they sort of know when they've given birth.
You know, right?
Yeah.
You're different. And this is the thing. What's your number one barometer is you. You're different. When you give birth to something, you're different. You're different. You're different. And here's the thing. The virgin birth has you not predicated on anything else, on no lineage, no background. The whole thing of like seriously, when people tell me, Mr. 20, you wouldn't understand, I'd understand. Right? I grew up on welfare, government cheese. I could diagram out what the boxes look like. You know, I can tell you got 2 cans of peaches, with 2 blocks of government cheese. I mean, the whole thing. The
peaches sugar syrup.
in sugar syrup. Yeah, that'll keep you poor.
Yeah.
Right. And then we had the pizza in the square box. That was good. It was about like yay big, right? Like those were good. They came like in 2 per layer in the square box. The round pizzas from the government weren't all that fun, right?
Square ones were.
Square ones were, right? Don't ask me why. It was the crust, I think. So, I like crust.
You do.
Victoria.
Yeah.
But anyway, right? The virgin birth. When you get how cool it is, like Neville says, forever virgin. Forever virgin. Just because you imagined up shit yesterday doesn't mean you have to imagine up shit today. You could imagine up shit yesterday and go, you know what? I'm going to give a new virgin birth, something that I've never given birth to before. I'm going to celebrate noticing.
Oh.
I'm going to celebrate noticing, right? But let's continue a little bit.
So
Unless
hang
you
on
want
a
to.
sec. You said we're going to talk about the twin birth, And
Yeah,
then
the two births, right?
I just lost it. So what's the two births?
The two births, yeah, basically I'm breaking birth down into two things. One, when you give birth, you're different. You're a mother now. There's a baby. I mean, you can tell there's a difference, right?
Right.
And the virgin birth is just celebrating, you know what? It's not that, yeah, like, yeah, there was no baggage needed for it to happen. There was no
Yeah.
lineage of going back and back and back and back and back. On the rise, Tony D is the place to be. Is
On the
that
rise, did he say that?
no,
I don't want to
I
know.
think his new name is On the Rise.
So hang on. So the two types of so one is that you're giving birth to
Yep,
something.
you're different. Right. The second is acknowledging the virgin of the birth, the virgin birth. That whole thing of, like Victoria said, it's not dependent upon what you gave birth to yesterday. It's not dependent upon what you gave birth to the day before. It's not dependent upon your family history. It's not dependent on anything. The virgin birth is virgin. It's like the moment the desire comes upon you. What does Neville say? What was that first 3 words or so?
Apply this principle.
Apply this principle, right? Neville says the moment the desire is upon you, that is when you surrender to its fulfillment. Apply this principle. That is not the time. Imagine this, Victoria. So I want you to so there's a desire that shows up right now in you. What is it? Just make up something. Tell us. What's your desire? To have an answer, maybe?
To go and buy the Persian ice cream from the Persian place.
Well, the
Christmas.
problem is, like, well, you're gonna have to pick which car. If you're gonna take the Bimmer, I'd like to check the oil first because I haven't checked the oil in about 2 months, and well,
You can do all that. That's your problem.
well, it's gonna take
not
me a
mine.
while. I mean, I got to call with Joe Weldon after a while, and
What? You just putting in loads of
argument,
problems.
problems,
Arguments.
reasons.
Okay.
Anything but the virgin birth. What's the virgin birth? You surrender to it, right? You surrender to it. You don't have all this inner argument. And notice how it begins where it ends. Apply this principle. And it ends with this whole thing of a forever virgin. Forever virgin. What you imagined before doesn't have to limit what you imagine now, what you imagine tomorrow, what you imagine next. Shall we continue?
Up to you. That would be the next paragraph.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Okay.
They're still coming in. It's only 12 minutes.
So, as we are told in the story of Mary, magnify the Lord. We have identified the Lord as your awareness of being.
Awareness of being is God.
Therefore, to magnify the Lord is to revalue or expand one's present conception of oneself to the point where this revaluation, identification with the state of the wish fulfilled, becomes natural.
So you guys in Triple D that have done it, that will do it. Get why we always play with stretching so much? We want you to stretch your concept of self. We want you to stretch, not just go, well, I make $1,000 a year, maybe if I made $1,000 a day. Yeah, not in your head. We want you to actually stretch. And so many of those little Triple D exercises and assignments and suggestions are designed to help you stretch that concept of self. Actually stretch it. You got it? That's where the fun is, because when you magnify the Lord, you're changing your awareness of being. You're changing how you were aware of being. Instead of being just mindlessly going through the day with dreads and distractions, news and cat videos. Oh my God. Some of us, like Galaxy, end up making videos. Hoo-ha. Let's do one more.
Yeah, I like that. All right. And then when this naturalness is attained, you give birth by becoming that which you are one with in consciousness.
Again, it goes way back to the top. Remember what was this first?
Apply this principle.
Apply this principle, right? At the end here, when the naturalness is attained, by what? Surrendering to it fully. That. You become birth by becoming that which you are one with in consciousness. Right? That's the cool part, because when you really get this, it's not about you or attracting it or changing something or whatever. You're surrendering to something to the point where you're it. That's it. Done. This what you've stretched into, you become, and then you get to stretch again, and then you get to stretch again, and then you get to stretch again. Hi guys.
They're stretching.
Yay.
So that quote was from At Your Command by Neville Goddard.
Yep.
Right. And one other thing I really like, so I'm not sure what, but just the magnify the Lord, so that it's like you revalue yourself, your worth. It's like your worth or to yourself is more, and like we revalue things in life all the time, like our property. We do a revaluation. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh yes, it's worth more because of whatever. But yeah, I really like that too. So
Remember how we play with appreciation in Triple D?
yeah, appreciation or depreciation, but yeah, appreciation.
See, when I really appreciate her, that increases her value. When she appreciates herself. Appreciation is a word with multiple meanings. I love that words have multiple meanings. But when you really get what appreciating is, appreciating isn't going, thanks, buddy.
Appreciate ya.
Yeah, it appreciates you.
Yeah.
But it's really like there's this and when she gets that and then I get that she gets it, and it's like that lovely reverbing back and forth.
And that's where it's like, you know how I just suddenly got to, like, Neville will often say the gift that you give, like if it's returned by the giver, do you know what I mean? That thing, how it comes back to you. But it's also this whole revaluation. Like, you appreciate me, and then by you appreciating me, or not just by that, but if I appreciate myself as well, how that comes back to you.
So that appreciates me, appreciating
Yeah,
you.
it's like, it's the gift that keeps on giving. That's what it's like.
Anybody hear about serotonin?
Yes, that's right.
Anyway,
Very nice.
ways
So
to
I
play.
got quite a few goodie bits out of today.
I got one.
You got one. So tell us, what was your
Wow.
hashtag strawberry bit? What was your hashtag strawberry bit?
My hashtag strawberry bit is just saying how many people have come over to watch the show with us today.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Because yeah, let's get it right. It's Christmas. It's silly season. There's lots of things to do. Like Victoria's gonna go pick up some goodies, all that good stuff.
With or without his car.
Yeah.
My car.
My car.
Can't be bothered waiting for you to check your
My
oil.
car. I do want to check the oil though.
Yeah,
'cause
you
it's,
can
it's
do
been
that.
a couple.
Yeah, and my hashtag strawberry boy, well, it was just that realisation at the very beginning about the virgin birth and how Mary is a state of, for us, when we embody that, we can give birth to anything that's new to us.
Yep.
Never. So even though Neville sort
Forever
of
virgin.
says creation is finished, like every state is possible. It's a bit like, but for us, for me personally in this life, I may never have done X, whatever the X is. But that's what the virgin birth is. I don't need to doubt it. There's no problems, just apply the principle. The virgin birth for me is something that, I've never done.
Well, you know what's cool? I'm going to run with this. Kadra, you got it. Kadra's running with the happy chemicals from Triple D.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like when you were born, did your mom like breastfeed you with Persian ice cream?
No. Yeah. Or had you walked before? No, not in this life. So it's like all of those sorts of things, they're all new to me.
So you learned how to walk like me
I
without
did
knowing
not
how to
like
walk.
you.
Right? You learned
I learned
how
how to
to
walk
talk like me
without
without
having
knowing a
walked
language.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And here you are, right? You're going to go buy yourself some Persian ice creams
Yes.
for the family to get together.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now here's the thing, right? When's the first time you had Persian ice cream? Quick.
With K-Dog, I don't know, a month ago?
2 months ago, right?
Yeah.
Let's say 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Right? So if it was impossible for you to experience something that you didn't possibly experience before, you could never have Persian ice cream.
Yes.
Or walk. You'd just be laying
Or
on the
talk.
floor shitting yourself,
Yeah.
right? Right? On the other hand,
Yes.
right? This is so real world, guys. If you can walk like me, talk like me, eat Persian ice cream, wow.
Cool.
I like me some vanilla too.
I know, I'm not buying that. I'm buying Persian.
I just like
For you
plain
guys
vanilla.
out there, if you've never had Persian ice cream, there's this brand. I can't show it to you now. But it's saffron ice cream
I'm just
with
wild
rose
about
water
saffron.
and pistachios and saffron and lots of other young. and it's not too sweet. Oh, it's just the most
Saffron's
adult,
one
the most
without
delicate
me.
ice cream I've ever had, and it's more like a gelati ice cream. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Okay, so I love it. I'm getting it for everyone to try at
Oh,
Christmas.
thanks, Luke.
Okay, so that was our hashtag strawberry bits.
And what was your hashtag strawberry bit?
I told you. Meanwhile, go to freeneville.com.
221 email sudo.
Random goodness. Join our.
By the way, click the link that you get in your email. I swear to God. I look at about 50% of the people, they don't click the link. And they'll email me and I'll say, click the link. And I was like, well, I wasn't sure if I should. It says, does it say click it? Yes. Did you ask for it? Yes. Click it. Right? I can't send it to you if you don't. Click it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Just because you haven't clicked it doesn't mean you
You
can't.
can't.
Right? Same thing with MMC. You know, like some people, here's what a lot of people do. I didn't sign up yesterday. I'm not signing up today.
Never done it before?
Never done it before, not doing it again. Radio. I remember asking the 3-year-old, I says, yeah, she goes, I don't like Brussels sprouts. I said, have you ever had a Brussels sprout? She goes, no.
Don't like 'em.
Then how do you know?
Yeah. Thanks, BJ. I saw you say that it sounds yummy. I tell you,
love
it is
me
the best.
Brussels sprout.
The best thing.
Love me a Brussels sprout with some grass-fed butter.
And are we up to and for refunds?
Yes.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. We may have skipped manifestingmasterycourse.com as well. But
That's
all
fine.
right.
Yeah.
Triple D Cadra says we are both phenomenal.
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 Was that Cadra? I thought that, maybe it was
she's-
Cadra that said something to me, and not a VF.
Mm.
I thought so. Anyway, sorry, whoever it was, thank you. So, are we going to definitely do a show tomorrow? Or
Yeah,
we
let's
will
do a
let
show.
you know?
We'll do a show tomorrow. It's going to be a very different kind of
It's
show.
going to be very different. It's not your standard.
Don't tell them.
Well,
It's going to be
whatever.
some sort of questions answered live.
Yeah. It's, okay,
And I
yeah,
got an
'cause it's
idea
not
for
a
that.
standard your questions answered
I got an
live.
idea for that.
We're doing something different.
I got an idea that you don't even know about yet.
Right.
I tell you what, I just could. I really, I could just go for a big one. Strawberry.
That's our show.
Ron,
Thanks for
otherwise
joining.
known as
We'll
Ronald
see you guys later.
Delaware. You know how big Delaware is?
No.
It's like it's really tiny, right? Just letting you know.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
And says none of our shows are standard.
Yeah, true.
I tell you, could you imagine our typical day here? All right.
Yeah. See ya.
Love you guys. See you tomorrow. I got to push that button up here.